A breaking news update. A woman was set on fire while riding the CTA Blue Line in the Loop around 9:30 last night. Police say the 26-year-old was arguing with a man when he doused her with some sort of liquid and then set it on fire. The train then stopped at the Clark Lake station in the Loop, where that man ran away.
Sitting there by herself, and then all of a sudden I get off the train at the front and I hear a girl scream and I see her run off the train in flames. I seen a group of guys and one girl run toward the exit where there's no orange line. They were bursting out of there. And I go running over to see what's going on. She's already out on the ground just crying, burnt to a crisp.
We have video of the victim after that attack, but it is simply too graphic to show. The woman is now in critical condition. No one's been arrested. Chicago police say arson detectives are investigating.
Chicago after dark is a city of motion, steel trains roaring through tunnels, strangers sharing tight spaces, and stories unfolding in the shadows. But on one quiet Monday night, something happened on the Blue Line that shook the entire city awake. A young woman, just 26 years old, ended her commute engulfed in flames. And the question haunting investigators ever since: how does something like this happen on a crowded train without anyone stopping it?
There is a large emergency response to a report of a fire on the Blue Line near the Clark and Lake stop.
A passenger was badly burned. Our Jermont Terry is live there with the late information we have. Jermont, what have you found?
Well, Joe and Erica, we know right now that the Blue Line is bypassing the LaSalle station here. You can see that there's still that strong police presence. No one can get inside the Clark Street station here, and that has a lot to do with what played out on the train. Witnesses telling us that multiple people smelled some type of fire and or smoke on the plane, on the actual train. It turns out that apparently, according to several witnesses, that someone doused a woman on the plane, on the train, and then seconds later set her on fire. We have seen some video that's just too graphic to show you into our newsroom that shows this woman badly burnt on her head. One witness I just talked to said they saw the woman jump off the train and then people came to her aid as she was apparently on fire. It is unclear at this point why and how this happened, but we do know that woman, who was a CTA passenger, was taken to a hospital. Again, Blue Line trains are now averting Lake Street here as they try to get this under a situation, but a very serious situation. We will stay on top of this breaking news and have the very latest beginning on the news in the morning.
It starts like an ordinary night in the Loop. Cold platforms, fluorescent lights humming overhead, commuters scattered across plastic seats, each locked inside their own silence. Among them, one woman finishing a long day, and the man no one seemed to notice until it was too late. Police say it began as a simple argument, a few sharp words, a rising tension between two strangers who had never seen each other before. But then, without warning, the confrontation spiraled into something far more sinister. Witnesses recall hearing the tone change, the shift in the air, and then the unmistakable scent of a liquid being splashed. Before anyone could react, a sudden flash, a burst of heat, and screams echoing through the train car. No one knew what the man poured. No one knew why he did it. All they knew was that she was on fire.
A woman got into an altercation on a CTA train and was set on fire.
Roseanne is live this morning at Stroger Hospital with the latest on the victim's condition. Roseanne?
Well, we don't yet know who she is. We know she's 26 years old and was brought here to Stroger Hospital in critical condition yesterday evening. Police say this all happened on a CTA Blue Line train at about 9:35. They say that woman was involved in some kind of verbal altercation with a man when he became physical, pouring a liquid on her and igniting it. Police say he took off when the train stopped at Clark and Lake, but the woman collapsed outside the train. She appeared severely burned on her face and parts of her body and was put on a stretcher and taken to an ambulance. Witnesses say it was difficult to see.
I was just seeing her lying on the ground, and she was kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape, you know. But all the medics were down there. There was a big turnout, like, as far as responders and so forth. But outside of that, that's all they really know.
And once again, she's in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital. We know police are looking for a man believed to be about 45 years old. We don't know whether they have any video or possibly descriptions that they're working on, but we do know that arson detectives are investigating.
As the train screeched into the next station, panic erupted. The door slid open, and the man fled into the night, disappearing into the twisted tunnels beneath downtown Chicago. The young woman stumbled out, flames tearing across her body. The heat so intense, witnesses later said it felt unreal, impossible, like something out of a nightmare. She collapsed onto the platform. Passengers jumped back, others froze, a few rushed to help, and somehow, by the time first responders arrived, the flames were out, extinguished by strangers driven by pure instinct. But the damage was unimaginable. At the Clark/Lake Station, commuter Michael Thomas stepped off an escalator into a haze of smoke and confusion. That's when he saw her, a woman lying on the ground, her upper body charred, half her scalp burnt away. She was conscious, she was talking, and the words she whispered chilled everyone around her. "I can't believe I'm on fire." A circle of people formed, some silent, some terrified, some holding phones, recording. But one woman knelt beside her, holding her hand, whispering, "It's going to be okay." For a moment, the platform fell into an eerie hush, a stillness broken only by the distant wail of sirens racing towards them. 911 calls flooded dispatch lines, dozens of reports describing a woman burned beyond recognition. But mixed inside those frantic calls was a strange detail. Some witnesses claimed her cell phone exploded, igniting the flames. A sudden accident, a freak malfunction. For a few moments, that theory seemed possible until officers spoke to the victim herself. Through the pain, she managed to confirm that she remembered someone had poured something on her. Someone had lit her on fire. And CTA surveillance cameras captured a figure leaving the train. A man with scruffy facial hair, not a full beard, not running, just slipping away. The city held its breath. By Tuesday morning, police confirmed they had taken a person of interest into custody.
The 26-year-old woman's condition has not changed since last night. She is still in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital with burns on more than half of her body, including her face.
Just seen her lying on the ground, and she was kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape.
Well, we know that this woman was saved by a number of Good Samaritans on the train with her. The police believe that the substance that was used as the accelerant was gasoline.
The Blue Line train was nearing the Clark and Lake Station around 9:45 last night when the woman was set on fire. Chicago police say it started with an argument between the 26-year-old and a man appearing to be in his mid-40s. It's still unclear what that argument was about. Police say the man then poured some sort of liquid on her during the argument and ignited it. And you heard Alderman Riley say that police told him it may have been gasoline. When the train did stop, police say the woman got off and fell to the ground. The suspect took off running. CTA trains and stations have cameras all over them, but so far police have not released any images of the suspect they are looking for. But Alderman Riley says police do have some really good leads.
We're thankful for the technology that we have on the CTA system, especially on the platforms. But again, I'm going to renew my call for putting police officers on these trains, not sitting there sedentary, but walking through them like we do in New York City.
Once again, the 26-year-old woman is in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital. We're at Stroger Hospital. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
But they released no name, no motive, no charges. Only a statement saying detectives from the Public Transportation Unit were working nonstop to unravel what had happened on that train. Who was this man? Why the argument? Why the attack? And how could someone ignite another human being on a crowded train, yet still vanish into the night as if he'd rehearsed it? The unanswered questions were stacking up, and the public wanted answers. Tonight, a young woman fights for her life at Stroger Hospital, her body covered in burns, her future uncertain. Witnesses pray she survives. Detectives pore over footage. Passengers still replay the moment in their minds, the scream, the heat, the horror. And although a suspect may be in custody, the motive remains a foggy mystery, a mystery that leaves a chilling thought lingering in the air. If something like this can happen to a stranger on a crowded L train, how well do we really know the people standing next to us? The investigation continues, and Chicago is left waiting, wondering, and hoping justice comes before fear becomes the new normal. Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the crazy story of a lady being set on fire on the L train. Hey man, get in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Drillers and trappers, we outside trapping and drilling 247. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!